Bij VDK Bank zit je 3 keer goed.
Voor de planeet.
Ah, tof.
Voor je streek.
Ook goed.
En voor als je druk bezig bent en nog moet gaan paddellen en met de kinderen naar de muziekschool moet en nog boodschappen moet doen en...
Je bedoelt dat ik alles met een app kan doen?
Ja, ook. Maar vooral dat onze kantoren op zaterdag voormiddag gewoon open zijn.
Gezellig. Zal ik dat koffiekoeken meebrengen? Hè?
Bij VDK Bank zit je 3 keer goed.
Voor jezelf, je streek en de planeet.
VDK Bank.
Klaar voor nog eens 100 jaar.
Welkom bij de tweede aflevering van het 4e seizoen van 9000 Dromen. De podcast waarin we telkens met boeiende praatgasten stilstaan bij het verleden, reflecteren over het heden, maar vooral ook vooruitkijken. Ook nu blijft de echte hamvraag vlotjes overeind. Waar zie je jezelf binnen 5 jaar? In deze aflevering ga ik in gesprek met een Italiaanse jongedame die in Gent kwam studeren, maar hier ook de liefde van haar leven vond. Toch zullen we in dit gesprek ook moeten hebben over haar zoektocht naar zichzelf en die zal haar binnenkort doen uitwijken naar Down Under. Jawel, dit is ook meteen een voorlopig afscheidsinterview, want Down Under is niet in Gent natuurlijk. Maar zoals je weet komt er sowieso een tweede editie binnen 5 jaar. We spraken vooraf al af om elkaar bij de voornaam aan te spreken en uit voorzorg om geen remake van Lost in Translation te krijgen, voeren we het gesprek in het Engels. Dus bij deze, good afternoon Aurora. Welkom on 9000 Dromen. First of all, could you briefly introduce yourself to the listeners and tell us where in Italy you're from?
Hi everyone, I'm Aurora and I'm from a small village in Italy. The closest city that you could know is Udine from the football team Udinese. But let's say it's in the area of Venice and just the northeast of Italy.
Van Bigno Jewelers en Buck FM, jouw garantie op een onvergetelijke Gentse zomer. How much do you like the surroundings? And I mean, were you someone who really loved to make trips to Venice or other places in the neighborhood, or were you kind of tempted to explore other parts of the world?
I would say definitely more other parts. I would say in general, you are less appreciative of what surrounds you than people that do not experience it on a regular basis. Also, we do have in my region nice like mountain path and like trekking path, but my family is not really a mountain family. So to go on holiday to the sea and more that kind of vacation, we would go to other regions or countries. But since you mentioned like going to Venice, that did happen a lot. Because for me, it would just be like a daily trip.
Day trip.
Just an hour and a half train. And if it was like a beautiful weekend, my mom would really love to just go because it's beautiful to walk around, obviously.
So the shopping part, was that tempting as well?
Yes, but the shopping is quite expensive there. It was actually, that was one of the main Venice trips for my mom 50th birthday. She decided to gift herself the like luxury bag she's been dreaming for a long time. So that was one of the reasons we went to Venice once. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. How did your childhood look like back over there in the region of Udine?
I would say, it was very protected because when you grow up in villages like that, there is this sense of family, especially if they are those countryside villages where it's the people that have always been there and then their children and so on. And so everyone knows each other and everyone will
look after you.
Yeah, and do favors to each other. And I feel like that's something that I bring with me still nowadays, which obviously is something very precious and that I'm grateful to have experienced. But now that it's lacking, it is kind of heartbreaking, and you have these awakening moments and you're like, oh, it's not like this everywhere. And it's a little sad because, I mean, there would be times where you go to the bakery and you don't have enough money, and it's like, oh, it's fine, you can come back tomorrow. While in cities, like most places
It's
nowadays, there
different.
would never be. Who gives you the guarantee that they will be back? So yeah, I would say protect
Was it
them.
then? Yeah, and was there like a strong sense of community?
Yes, definitely. Yes. And also because of my mom's parents, they were like farmers, and so everyone knew them. So they knew my mom, so they knew me, and there was this positive feelings all around us. And I would
You were
also
quite popular.
yeah, and to detach from the village story, I would also consider myself as a privileged kid because I had my parents together. I have an older sister, and my mom is a nurse. My dad had a pretty good job, and we were. He would always take us on a holiday in places he went and liked with his job. And those are some of the best memories I have from my childhood, because it was always very, precious and so much fun. And
Did you have hobbies or something like?
as a kid,
Yeah.
yes, because I started dancing when I was 3, and so I did that my whole life, twice a week. And
Was it then like classical ballet, or was it more like
when I was
modern?
really young, like a baby, it was like baby ballet. But then growing up, I went into contemporary dance, and that's what went on. And when I was in high school, that became also 3 times per week. So until I had to give it up, that was my main hobby since childhood.
Mm-hmm. What was the main reason you choose Gent as a place to study?
So it's a fun story because I did a linguistic high school in Italy where I studied French, and I've always loved French. So it was also a special path where I would get my Italian diploma, but also the same diploma that the French students get at the end of their high school.
Was it then sort of a bilingual
Yes.
study? Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, I want to give this a meaning. And so I wanted to do my university studies in a French-speaking country. Well, funny enough, it's not very well known outside of Belgium or like the neighboring countries that you guys are kind of split. And I guess we do associate Belgium with French speaking, maybe also for the European parties like Commission.
And I can imagine
so
that
on.
a lot of Belgians, when they travel abroad, they are kind of capable of talking French or English.
Yeah.
So you don't really notice it.
No, and so I was just looking at either universities in France or Belgium. But then in France, in the area I am interested in, it was mainly private business schools. And that's not an investment that I wanted my parents to make.
Mm-hmm.
So I started looking for other options until I found Arte Verde. I got really interested in the program.
Spoiler alert. We are speaking Dutch over
Yeah.
here.
Well, I found out pretty soon. Thank God, almost everyone speaks English, so it wasn't a huge shock. Let's say that.
Are you capable of talking Dutch after? When did you come to Ghent?
September 2024.
Yeah.
So it's a year and more than a half.
How difficult is it to learn it? Because you
To learn that, you mean?
Yeah, you're
Well,
quite good in languages, obviously.
I never applied myself to it. Like, I never went really into it because I moved here and I was like, first of all, Dutch resembles a lot German, which I studied for 5 years and really disliked it. And second of all, everyone speaks English, so it doesn't really...
It was
that
really
pushed
necessary.
me, to learn the language. Plus, in university, I had to study Spanish and French, so I had already 2 other languages that are not mine on the plate.
You had other focuses.
Yeah, and so I didn't really feel the need to learn it, but I do understand. I can pick up quite a lot in
Did you get anything of my
conversation.
introduction earlier on? Or?
Kinda. It has. I feel like I can pick up when I know the environment, the broad
context.
topic. Yes, because I know some word, and so if I know what the broad topic is, I can apply and be like, oh, okay, that's what he's saying.
Besides the language you're speaking, what was the biggest surprise you got once you started to live around here?
Oh, so the kisses greeting, because it's not like it's not like the people here are warm or particularly like welcoming and emotional, and then I started working in this hotel restaurant, and the first days that I was working there, everyone was like coming to me with like a half hug and a kiss, and I was like, okay. So that really surprised me. I would have never expected it from this kind of population.
Is it also because there's a more international context of the people who are working over there, or is it just sheer coincidence?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just they do it. They do it to everyone.
But did you think that the Belgians were a bit cold and
I do.
in relationships?
I don't think they're necessarily so cold as people. I do feel like a lack of being welcoming compared to populations like Italian and Spanish.
Is it more like common in your family or in your region to like greet each other with a kiss then?
Yeah. But I'm also thinking of matters like, let's say you bring someone home and your family would go above and beyond for this person that you're bringing home, because you're bringing them home, so they mean something to you, so they're gonna be super welcoming, they're gonna prepare stuff, and I just did not find that here. But I can...
Was that a disappointment?
Yeah,
I
will say
kind of
yeah.
shocking because of what you were used to.
Yeah, and I don't judge it, but it is hard to sit with it because I would say my life mantra, like I stand by, treat others like you want to be treated. And since I do this, I want to be treated I would like to be treated in a certain way. And in this family example that I made, that's just who they are. And if it's not like I'm gonna ask two people to do specific things, because then I don't appreciate them if I had to ask.
For you, it's rather remarkable because of the other kind of culture you were used to.
Indeed. Because there it's just automatic.
Dit is 9000 dromen.
Back to my point, just the warmth of the people, the warmth of the weather. So I would say
totally
warmth in general.
You felt a lot of coldness then.
Yes. And then, obviously, my family, I would say way less than I expected, in the way that I got adjusted and found my rhythm pretty soon. And probably because I was not initially having the best time, I worked so much and I was putting myself so busy. And so I didn't have the time to miss things so much.
How difficult was it to adapt?
Pretty difficult because I applied to an international program in university. So when I came here, my expectation was to walk into a class from people from all over, which would mean people that are also alone here. And so I was just imagining big friendships creating in front of me, and
that was the perfect picture you had in your mind. Yeah.
But then I came here, and instead I would say more than half the class were Belgian people, and they would stay among themselves, and they were definitely not interested in the internationals. So it was underwhelming. No? Yeah, but which was very frustrating in the beginning because they have the same exact program in Dutch. So I was like, okay, but if you're not interested in us, why are you here? Well, I found out that it's because in the international program, it's guaranteed to go study abroad in the third year. While if you're in the Dutch program, you have to apply and be selected. Mm-hmm. So now I get it.
Now you know the
it's
reason.
A convenience matter, not wanting to be more open. Or
did you ever doubt to return to Italy before ending your studies here?
Yes, it was so as I said, I moved here September 2024, and it was the holidays at the end that you have here at the end of January.
After the exams,
yes.
The first part of the exams.
So we had 2 weeks off in between January and February 25, and I went home, and it was just. When I was home, I was feeling so, again, loved and protected. And maybe it was also the first time living, because I lived far away from my family during my exchange year, but I was in a host family. And then this time was the first time not being in a family environment. So I feel like every time I was going back home, I was getting that feeling of being taken care of and not having to think about all the adult stuff. So at that point I was like, but I'm feeling so good here, and actually there is nothing in Belgium that is really calling me back, because as I said, making friendships was really hard, which surprised me for the person I am. And then and so I doubted my continuing path, but then I came back because I had my flight already booked. And I thought I was gonna go to the office and figure out what could be my option to maybe end it.
You were really planning or thinking about it to end your studies here again.
I was gonna see what it would mean, and if there was a way that I could convert my points in something else in Italy or maybe somewhere else. I don't know. But then I found what is now my best friend, and it just happened in the moment it needed to happen because it made me stay. And then from then everything I found after is history.
And that leap of faith, how funny was that, or how perhaps distracting was that? Because you're in your mind, I have the impression that you were considering leaving, and then all of a sudden everything changed back in.
So the first part was very frustrating because I am a very determined and ambitious person, and when I put something in my mind, especially if it's like a big goal of mine, I'm not stopping until I get there, but until I get there in the way I want. So it's like for exams, I don't want to pass, I want to get a good grade. So it was the same, obviously, with my university path in general. And I was really I remember once thinking to myself, wow, I really must be sad if I am thinking to stop something during its course. Because
Was it confusing for you?
Yeah, because that's really not of me. But yeah, I mean, I was thinking, but if I'm so, let's say, miserable there, it's not gonna bring me anywhere. So yeah, it was really considering it, and then the switch you mentioned, that was also very surprising. And I remember the beginning of when her name is Lucy, when she first approached me, like inviting me to a party. I was very excited, and I went, and then we started getting closer and closer. And I remember the first, let's call them coffee dates. Every time I was happy that I had someone to go out with, but I was trying to tell myself, okay, don't get too excited, because maybe it's just something nice the first outings, and then it fades away. Well, it definitely didn't. But yeah, this sudden switch was pretty scary, so I was trying to be cautious.
Your best friend, Susie, is she a local or is she an international student as well?
She is from Warsaw in Poland. And I'm actually going to her family house next week. So that tells you how close we got.
Rather close, yeah. The city of Ghent, I guess you had some time, despite all the disappointment, you had some time to discover the city.
Yeah.
How much do you like it? Or is it more like you stayed at home, or was it like?
I really do like this city, and it sounds superficial maybe, but it really is for me the weather making it. I feel like if that would be better,
You're complaining about the weather as well, so you can totally relate.
But yeah, I mean, you also complain, because who wouldn't? But you grew up with it. You complain, but it's normal for you. And I feel like I would really easily consider living here, because it's a beautiful city, and things were great. It's kept clean. The events and the events they create in the city per se, the opportunities that there are from sports to hobbies, and innovations in like food area as well. It's just, I really like it.
Yeah, but the weather is awful.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, it's still from, let's say, maybe October. Let's try to leave out September. From October to, well, kind of May, you are uncertain, and it's mainly cold. And maybe in the future, if I will live here, and maybe I will have, I don't know, a car, or I will be more able to use transports, and then I will, in a way, suffer it less, because I feel like the main thing is also the bike, that I use the bike.
You ride the bike,
so
you're more vulnerable for the weather.
Yeah, and it's, you know, the quote that says, there is no such thing as bad weather, it's bad clothes. Well, I partially agree, because in the beginning, obviously, it was, well, traumatizing, biking in the rain, like that never happened in my life before. And then I was like, okay, I got my rain gloves, raincoat, rain pants, so I was protected, and mainly it was fine. And it also gave me kind of gratefulness and a feeling when I would get to a place and I was and it was pouring outside and I was all dry. I was like, oh yay, I have my clothes protecting me.
You conquered the weather conditions.
But then, for example, when it's pouring diagonally and you're on the bike and it gets in your eyes, you don't see, and it's
bad luck.
yeah, it's just awful. And yes, that may not be that many times, but besides the rain itself, it's also the cold. And as a person whose body does not adapt to different temperatures.
What's your perfect temperature?
Mild, because I guess I have really.
I mean, Udine, it's not the south of Italy. It's not Bari. It's not
but I would
Palermo.
say we have middle seasons, like in between seasons, and it's more gradual, and there is no huge changes. And so I was saying, as a person that suffers the cold, you really get to school that you have the cold in your bones, and you're like, oh my God, I just want to be under a blanket. So it does affect also, it's not just, oh, it's bad weather. It affects what you're doing and
your state of mind.
Yeah, indeed. Because if it's so gloomy, you feel less motivated, and maybe you're home and you had planned to go to the gym, and then you look out and you're like,
No,
wow,
I'm not.
the gym is not something so fun per se, and I even have to bike in the rain and the cold to get there. No, thank you. While at home, I was, my dad would take me with the car, or I could take a bus. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Despite the weather, despite the lack of kisses of your friends and your classmates, you found love here in Ghent.
I did.
How remarkable is that? If you look at what you've all everything you've told us.
I did, this happened in the summer between my first and second year, and it was actually, we met each other, but then I was ready to leave to go home. So that was the beginning of August, and then
Ferragosto.
yeah, how do you know that?
Well, I love Italy as well.
And so we had to, at the very beginning, not really knowing, not even being into each other yet, just keep contact with texts. And then, the interest just grew to the point that we were like, okay, first thing that we do when I'm back in Belgium, we meet. So that happened. And we, from the first, because of talking 2 months every day, it didn't feel like meeting someone new. And so from the first day we met, we have been together pretty much every day.
Did you expect to find someone special here after that first year?
No, not someone in a serious way, because
What he's like?
So
He's listening, by the way. So.
he's very calm, and I feel like that's what compliments me, in the way that for some aspects I would like to see more, and here comes the Belgian part, more emotions and more excitement, because I have so much of that. But then when it comes to the other side of feeling so much that I have, well, then that's where he comes in, and that's where he balances my emotions. And
does he temper the Italian temperament?
Yeah,
fury?
But no, it's not about fury. It's about if
the emotions.
I don't know. Yeah, if something is going bad, and I feel like I make that equal to everything is collapsing. It's like breathe, it's just like making it feel less heavy. And
sometimes we have the impression that drama isn't just by accident is an Italian word.
Well, it may make sense, yeah. So yeah, and he just makes me feel very loved, and
he's a local, right?
Yeah. He's from Gent. He's always lived here, And yeah, it's just I am on the path of learning to love myself thanks to him. So I would say that's pretty precious.
It's rather important.
Yeah.
Still, you found love. You found your way here in Ghent. Still, in a couple of months, you're leaving.
Yes, and that is because I
think a lot of listeners are losing track of
I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I owe that to my younger self because my probably 12-year-old self, as I said, since then I've been saying I'm gonna go on Erasmus in Spain, and then I also had this idea of being in Australia for normally these programs are like 10 years to be an au pair, so staying with a family and taking care of being a nanny basically. I love kids, and I mean Australia is somewhere that is
pretty far.
Yeah, that's very far, but it's also somewhere that is like hard to get in, and it's also expensive to stay in a vacation way. So I was like, well, this would be the perfect way to.
But what are the plans now? First of all, you're going on the Erasmus then.
Yes. So now I just finished my exams. So basically, my university experience in Belgium has ended. My third year will consist of first semester of Erasmus and second semester of internship, which has to be abroad as well.
Okay. Nothing left in Ghent then.
Well, picking up my diploma, yeah.
Okay. But besides that, it will be all abroad.
Yeah. And so in September, I will move to Valencia.
It's not bad either.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Everyone I mentioned it to was very enthusiastic about it, and everyone, as soon as they hear the name, they smile and they're like, either they say I've been and I loved it, or oh yeah, I heard so many good things. So I've only heard positive aspects of it, and I've always been attracted to Spanish, and I've been studying it, so I cannot wait to dominate the language.
And is it for a whole year you're going to Valencia? Or
It's from September to January.
Okay.
So when the exam session in January will end, that's when I have to leave. And then now it's up to me to find an internship.
Okay.
Which the big problem is I'm an indecisive person, and
that's rather difficult if you have to decide. Of course.
Yeah, and the option is all over the world. So that does not make it easy. And
are there any particular preferences you got?
So what my brain is doing is I should do something that I will never do later on.
Going to the North Pole.
I don't know what internship I could find there.
I don't know.
Feeding seals. I don't know. But yeah, it's just like my FOMO kind of kicking in. And for example, I'm very curious about, I know it's very broad and I'm making a big generalization now, but I'm going to say the Asian culture.
Okay.
I'm very curious about that. I just feel like it's a whole different world.
And is it a possibility to have an internship over there?
Yeah, as I said, we can find it everywhere. So I was particularly thinking, for some reason, I honestly don't know why, of South Korea. And yeah, just like places that I'm like, I'm interested in those places, but I would never move there.
But do you judge the world then as your village? That's also cliche, I know, but I kind of have the impression
I do feel like a citizen of the world, yes.
Yeah.
I have so many things that either I have already found or that are attracting me so much in so many places that I don't really feel roots somewhere. I do feel maybe more grounded, obviously, to my village. So where, well, I spent my whole life, so most of my life so far, and where my family is. But at the same time, if I'm there, well, my friends, they are also somewhere for studying. So my friends are not there anymore. And your family current,
is?
but my current love is not there anymore. It isn't, well, it's never been there, but it's not there.
I get it.
So it's just like I have so many pieces everywhere that, yeah.
Isn't it a risk then that you'll never find a true home then? Or am I just now being the drama queen?
No, I don't feel this risk, because I just feel like now I am really feeling like this is the time of my life. You could play the song here now. I just feel like this is my moment to do these crazy opportunities in a way and take weird path.
Was little Aurora already dreaming about this when she was like 10, 11 years old?
Yeah, I would say from the start of middle school, yes. And I know that may sound like weird, but it's because my sister is 10 years older. And so I started seeing her doing these things.
She did the same thing.
Yeah. And so
it's in the family.
Yeah, that's what sparked my curiosity. And she had really amazing experiences. And so obviously I was looking up to her and to her experiences. And I grew up thinking she had such a great time. I wanna do the same. And then, yeah, when I started going abroad as well, I realized that it's also really that I was not just following her, but it's also really my
it's your
thing.
Own part, of course.
Yeah, because I am so attracted to see new and different things and meet new people, even if it's not like making friends, but just, I don't know, for example, people that I met on the train, and it was
impressions.
It was a couple from Turkey, and we started talking, and I made this connection. Or someone else from the US, or someone else from Chile, just random people that I met, and then this was this connection at a cafe, or as I said, on the train, or in some occasions like this, and then we exchanged Instagram, for example, and that's also a fun way to, let's say, keep in touch, because it's not like having WhatsApp that then you would actively have to seek for the other person. But on Instagram, you can just, if you follow them, you just see their stories and you see what they're up to in life. And it's just,
you keep in touch.
Yeah, it's just nice. And then maybe it becomes more natural, because maybe you just reply to a story. And it's, just nice to think you have all these little, it's like, I don't know, like, it's
pieces
like the
of a
word.
puzzle.
Yeah, the word is like a big garden, and you have all this flower growing everywhere.
Sounds a bit like the nature of Udine.
Yeah.
How does your friend react to all your plans abroad?
You mean my boyfriend?
Yeah, your boyfriend.
Well, that is a little of a tough topic, especially now, because I am literally about to leave, like, as in leaving Belgium. We will be seeing each other during the summer. I will come back, he will come to me. So we have these plans, but as a matter of fact, I am leaving our daily life together next week. So
how do you feel about that?
It scares me, especially because I am the one making the choice.
Yeah, it's your choice, of course.
Yeah. And he kind of just has to suck it up if this wants to be continued. So I do understand that in this way, it can be heavier for him because I am going to do something that I've dreamed for so long.
Is he still studying or?
No, he's 6 years older than me, and he's a teacher. So he's pretty grounded here. From his part, there is me leaving and the fact that he's staying, and
he sees his future here in Gent. Then.
But as in for now, like he will live his normal life while I will also suffer from being apart. But in his view, I'm there like having fun and doing my dream, like living my dream. So it does feel different. But on my part, there is the feeling of like the feeling bad because in a way I am the one generating
Do you
this.
feel guilty? It may sound
not
harsh,
really,
but
because I know that what my last sentence may have conveyed, but that is literally the first thing I told him. Like when we were meeting each other, you ask yourself, like, as you're doing to me, why are you here? And then
what are the plans?
I naturally explain my plans or my visions. And so he really knew immediately.
He signed up for this.
Yeah. So every
No
time
regrets.
we're sad about it, I'm like, well, you knew.
But okay, the first part of your plan, that's rather clear. 1 semester in Valencia and then 1 semester of internship, no matter where, somewhere on this planet. And then you will travel to Australia, or that's a possibility?
Yeah, that would be my
perfect
dream, because I really want to start working. I've had the same dream job since I was 12, so I'm really eager to start it.
But how long will you stay then in Australia?
Normally those programs are like 10 months.
10 months,
yeah.
So you're talking about approximately, let's say, a 2-year window that you won't be on a permanent basis in Ghent,
Yes.
or neither in Italy. I mean,
Yes, and that's why before I was saying that I don't see it as a risk to never have a fixed place, because I really have these things that I aim to do. And then, as I said, I want to find this job. So
you have this plan already long figured out.
Yeah.
That
I
shows.
just hope it keeps working out as planned. So
Besides the boyfriend, what will you miss of Ghent the most? Clearly the weather you won't miss.
no, that was not crossing my mind. I would say the opportunities that the city offers, because I'm thinking, for example, of all the different sports I could try, that they are
which sport did you get to know better here?
but like, for example, like reformer Pilates or pole dance, like they are trending on social right now, and it's normal, for example, for someone that is, especially in the US, these things like get on pretty fast, but I know I would never find this in Italy. So
really?
Yeah, definitely. And I just feel like the city has many opportunities. And then I was going to the gym, and then the classes, even the normal Pilates or yoga classes, they would ask, and if there was someone not Dutch speaking, and then they would do it in English, which it's not going to happen in Valencia, and it's not going to happen in Italy. I know it's also, understandable, because they probably adapted to this because of Ghent being a student city.
It's rather international orientated, yeah.
So I feel like I will miss this aspect of innovation and opportunities.
If you look back on your years here in Ghent, what lesson will you take with you for the rest of your life? Yeah, I'm done with the easy questions. Now the real ones come up.
Hang on, because even if it didn't start as you planned, it doesn't mean that it will fail.
Mm-hmm. A very hypothetical suggestion. If you could send a message to Aurora Nicoloso, July 2024, what would you say to her?
I would
or
tell,
perhaps I would rather say October, November 24.
Yeah, I would tell her it will still be really hard, but hang in there, because you will push through, and like
it will get better.
Everything you've done before in your life, you will work for it to be better, and it will be better.
Another special question. If your story of you here in Gent was turned into a film, what should the title be?
Wow, okay. I need a second.
Take your time.
The beauty of the unexpected.
I think that's a very good one.
And I think it's very, like, if my family or closest friends would hear this from me, it would be very funny for them, because I am the most planning person ever.
And then you start about unexpected things.
Yeah.
Is that the main lesson of your 2 years approximately here in Gent?
I would say, yeah. And together with, I just want to do myself a pat on the shoulder, and together with believing yourself, because you have proved yourself that you should. So I know that I will still be harsh on myself as I am, but
You make yourself proud?
Yeah.
In a sense?
For some specific reasons, yes.
If a Belgian student would come up to you and ask you some advice about studying abroad, what would your answer be? Could you give a piece of advice, perhaps for the listeners as well?
I would tell them to, it's basic, but just really try to detach from home. You will miss it, but you will never fully enjoy the new place if you keep thinking, oh, but at home it's like this. Oh, but at home I find this. You left home. You need to find something else that makes you happy, because if you keep comparing it to what you had in another place, you never be fully happy, or you'll never really find yourself in the new place.
You're going back to Italy this summer for Ferragosto, I think. What's the first thing you will do when you're home?
Oh, I
have a nice plate of pasta, or
I genuinely cannot wait to. I'm so happy because my plane lands in the morning, and I cannot wait to just get home and sit at the kitchen table with my parents on my side and having our coffee from the mocha, and with a special
true Italian coffee,
with a special thing that my dad makes, that is something that has been taught in his family. It's
family
not
secret.
Yeah, it's not something you find in bars or restaurants, like not even in Italy. It's really like something that either you know it like from families, or it's not famous. And but it's not the thing itself. I don't per se care about the food, drink.
It's just a family.
It's the moment, like it's that ritual of
feeling home.
Yeah, and just like every time after lunch, we sit together and have this coffee, and it's just that moment that I really appreciate and miss so much.
On the other hand, Italians and their coffee.
Yeah, I was gonna, when you asked me the question,
story, yeah?
I was like, wow, I'm gonna give a very stereotypical answer.
Though I get it, I totally get it. This series of interviews always ends in the same way, and I'll ask the same question I always ask on this time. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So, wait, I'm gonna be 26. So, I see myself living with my current boyfriend in our apartment that we got together.
Where?
There's nowhere. I know what. I don't know where.
Any preferences?
Not really.
Any ideas?
I don't have a place that in my mind already that I'm like, that is where I want to settle. And honestly, I've come to understand how much being here means to him, that I am open to that option as well.
You wouldn't mind to settle in Ghent, despite the weather? Look outside, Aurora. Look outside. It's pouring.
And it's, June 9th? But he has solid reasons for why it means so much to him. And there have been, and I'm sure there will be other ways that he will make the step towards me. And since, as I said before, I am not that grounded, I can be the one making that step towards him. Is it
an advantage that you find enough international connections here in Ghent? Perhaps
yes.
On a professional base also?
Yeah, definitely. I do. That's also an aspect that I love about the city. But just to end my picture, so we would live in an apartment that we got together, maybe here, and we would have a cat, because I'm also something that I miss from home is my cats. I will work in a wedding planning agency, because that's my dream. So
that's suddenly very specific.
Well, yeah, that's how I picture, and that's how I want to be, and manifesting, I'm gonna say that's where I will be.
And will you already yourself be married in 5 years?
I don't think so. I feel like that's too early. But maybe yes, because then maybe
perhaps already planning.
Yeah, I definitely want to get married, and I'm a hopeless romantic, so I will be planning my wedding, and maybe already also thinking of starting a family, because I also really want to be a mom.
Is there a risk that Aurora turns out to be a bridezilla?
A what?
Do you know the term, a bridezilla?
No.
That's a bride who turns in some kind of a monster that wants to plan everything into the smallest detail and is freaking out for any minor inconvenience.
Do I have to be honest?
Please do.
I mean, it could be that. I mean, I do see myself being very stressed about it, because, first of all, that, as I said before, I am a big of a planner, but also I have dreamed of that day for my entire life. I was literally playing as being the bride as a kid. So
hopelessly romantic indeed.
Yeah, I will want it to be perfect. And but on the other side, I know that that it will be, like, as long as the person is the right person.
But no drive-in marriage in Las Vegas.
No, definitely not.
Last question. Would you like to ask a question to Aurora Nicoloso, age 26?
Yes. There would be some mysteriousness to it, because there is a part of the question that would be like ambiguous, because it relates to a topic I'm not open to share to the world. But the main question would be, are you in a happy place, proud of yourself, and did you overcome what is your main obstacle right now? And she will know what I'm talking about.
Will she be able to talk about it within 5 years?
I want to say yes, because in 5 years she will be over it, and she will hopefully share her story to maybe help someone else.
That would be some kind of a cliffhanger. Thank you for sharing your story with us, Aurora.
Thank you so much for this chance. It has been enriching and I am very excited.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you so
all
much.
Over the world, because I can't say specific where you will be in the next 5 years. Jij bedankt om te luisteren, beste luisteraar. Volgende maand zijn we terug met 9000 dromen, maar ondertussen mag je bij Buk FM blijven rekenen op tal van boeiende podcasts, boordevol heerlijke Gentse verhalen. Geniet nog van de zomer en tot gauw bij Buk FM. Ciao.
Bij VDK Bank zit je 3 keer goed.
Voor de planeet, voor je streek en voor jezelf. Want we zijn open op zaterdag voormiddag.
VDK Bank.